Hello. It's now November the 3rd, which is a Sunday. Yesterday, of course, I was down in the broken Land Rover mines, as usual. I had to fix a broken thread, stripped thread, on the intake manifold, so I went out and got a helicoil, got that sorted. While I was out, I did notice a bit of a tapping, something I wanted to look at. So after I sorted out that bus thread, I had a look at the rockers and I found that one of the lash caps was missing. Got loose inside the rockers there. Did manage to track it down, which is lucky. Got it reinstalled and did all the valve clearances again. And running like a top, which is a massive relief. But it wouldn't have been that easy, would it? While I was doing the valves, you have to turn the crank with the breaker bar and a socket, and it's a bit of a nightmare just doing it, 1/6 of a turn at a time. And at one point, the socket got stuck. Gave it a pull and dish into the radiator, and I've put a hole in the rad. Now, luckily, because I've been working on this car for years, I do have quite a spares collection now. And I've actually got a decent rad sitting on the shelf. So we picked up some coolant today, and on Tuesday, which is a public holiday, I'll drop the coolant again, replace that rad with the good one, fill her up again, and then Disco should be back in action. Today we're going to be looking at pushing some more trees over. It's really quite hot and the ground is baked. Now for us, we obviously want to get as many of these trees down as we can before it gets too hot, because it's going to be much harder to get these stumps up. We've got all the trees cleared to the dig out, to the pit. Open right up. This is going to be a tricky one. It's Tuesday the 5th. It's a public holiday in Victoria. We get a lot of them. It's a perk of living here. You can hear Luce making a racket in the background. We've been carrying on with where we got to on Sunday, and we're making good headway. I've got to do a bit of work this afternoon, and Luce is working a night shift, so we're going to leave about 1. But we've still got, a good 3.5-4 hours of work in today. I'm also going to wrap the Disco up this afternoon. I need to drop the oil, drop the coolant, put the new rad in, and then we should be golden. It was going well, and now that linkage has just come out. Thread's totally stripped and this is just flared out. The other one that I welded the other month is fine. I should have just bloody done them both at the same time. Something to do on the weekend. The thing is, I don't mind the work. I understand old machines are going to need a bit of fixing up, a bit of TLC, but it's just non-stop, and it's the imposition. Got to bring a generator down, got to bring the welder down, everything that goes with it, just to fix this one little thing. Just not having any tools here, power, is just really difficult to work with. Doing it all, miles from home with nothing here just makes it that much harder. Just can't wait until we've got a bit of infrastructure, some storage, some power, tools on hand. Unfortunately, by that point, this old tractor's probably played its part. Character building, innit? Right, we're down Saturday, the 9th of November, and we made it. A little bit smoky, but once it kind of did a bit of work and got up to temp, cleared up all right. And yeah, it's running nice and smooth. Got the trailer on, brought the Jenny down, gonna fix up the linkage on the backhoe, and then get straight back into clearing trees. And there we have it. All this bloody work, dragging all this out of the garage and loading the trailer and dragging it all out here and setting it up just for probably 1.5 seconds worth of welding. Oh man, I can't wait to have all our stuff down here. I've just spent an hour or so digging some of the old stumps up, and I was just halfway through another one here and the backhoe cutout. Hoping we're just out of diesel and it's not picking up from the tank. But yeah, I just called Luce up, who was halfway down, to ask her to get some more diesel, which means a trip back home to get the can. She's nonplussed. So Luce is here now, turned up and saved the day. Oh no! Chain snapped. Ah well, it's done us well. So that'll be it for this weekend. We spent a bit of time on the other side just pushing some more trees over without the chain. Not a whole lot more we can do, but this northeast corner that we've been on for this month has been really well progressed. Super happy with it. So now we've got it entirely cleared right through to here. All the dig out has been kind of rounded off, so it's much safer to drive around. Still got a couple of chunky lads to get into. I think that'll be next week's job. Yeah, it's great to make some real progress. G'day. It's now Saturday the 16th, halfway through the month. Just me today. Luce is off hanging out with the family. Lovely weekend getaway. And I'm down to try and make up some lost time. It is a scorcher today. I think we're going to hit 33. Yeah, probably won't stay all day long, but I think I'll focus on getting some of that hole filled in, make it less of a risk. I've got a replacement chain as well, so I should be able to drag a few more trees out. So I've just finished dragging the trees out we dropped last week. I've started to kind of feather this in so it's a bit easier to get down here. Well, proper dust bowl, but it's coming together. I've got it so you can drive right through now, so it's nowhere near as precarious as it was. I've also pushed it through to the other side, so we've connected the top side. I've just pushed this tree over here, done a couple of big ones over there as well. So yeah, we've got access right the way around to the top. This one with the little blue card on it, that's got to go. That one's got to go. This one's got to go. This one's got to go. And of course everything that side. Bloody big ones. I was just on my way out and just got an evacuation alert, bushfire down the road. Oh man, every year. It's just such a load of stress on you. Yellow. Now it's Sunday. Update on the fire. The CFA got onto it dead quick, and within about 3 hours they got it under control. There's a bit of panic in the area, as you'd imagine, after the fires earlier this year. Everyone's on edge, but yeah, luckily this one was kept under control. Much more overcast today. It's nice, bit of respite. It's better to work in this than in the heat, but man, I'm regretting wearing shorts. It's bloody cold. Well, it's been absolutely hacking it down. I am drenched, but making some progress. I got that big guy down. That was quite a bit of work, but it came down cleanly. Took the stump up with it. This big one, I think I've made a decision to guide it with the saw. Not today, but I think we'll just take off the branches and then snip the stump. I think it's just too big to get in there with the backhoe. It's a bit too complex, a bit too dangerous. Half of it's dead, so that can just drop on you at any time, and the other half's alive. So there's obviously still a good root network under there. It's not going to come up without a fight. I think it's probably best to just leave it, really. Been working the path through as well. So this is on the top side, so that's where that big tree was, and I've filled in the hole and smoothed that out. So this is a good thoroughfare now. So after I had my lunch, I started deleting this hill, digging into that, and using it to fill this low spot much better now, not so tippy. And then once I was able to get down here without it being close to rolling, I got a load more trees down. So I got that one, and then this big fella I just felled. And all that's left is, well, 3 big trees on the hill and 1 little one up there. Just pushed another one over as well. So I think next weekend, assuming all goes to plan, the technique is to nibble away at that hill, getting closer to those trees rather than trying to drive up on top of it, and fill in the low spots as you go. Bit of a 2-for-1. Yellow. 23rd, Saturday, and it is cooking, man. Real hot. Supposed to hit, I think, 33 today, and we're getting storms into the week as well. We're just gonna keep going into this island and try and get as much of that down this weekend as we can. So it's bloody hot, really dusty, filthy, sweaty, but we're making some real progress. Big moves, good moves, some might say. We've now got 2 trees left on the island. Got this big one and that guy. That'll be tomorrow's task. This one we're almost there, just need to kind of level out the base so we can get to it. The other one is quite deep in, so it needs a bit of digging to get to that one. These big trees, they're not growing out of a hill. The hill was built around them. So you've got to dig around about 5-6 feet down before you even get to where the roots start. So it's a bit of work. They do come down. Okay, Sunday the 24th. Much better weather today. Overcast, fairly warm, it's not cold. Did rain quite a bit yesterday, but it's not flooded. I think this is absolutely perfect for pushing some soil around and felling some trees. This is the scary one. We haven't parked in the clearing today just because I don't want it to snap and fly into the car. So we'll just clear out some of the stuff from yesterday, get good access, and then try and get this one down, I think. So I hit a chunky root, trying to push some dirt around in it. Completely splayed the bucket. Not great. So Luce is just about to start having a crack at this guy. Watch this ping off and smash into the bus. That's my prediction. Amazing this was standing up. There's just one more tree to go for the month. I think we can do it. We're going to call it now just because the tractor's getting bloody hot. Come back next week refreshed and yeah, try and get it knocked over before the end of November. Last weekend of the month now. Last little push. Just got 1 tree to get down. And then that whole north side's done-ish. There's a bit of work around the hill I need to get into before I can get to it. But if I can get that down, that's mission accomplished. Totally broken away now, both sides. Still holding together, it's enough to scoop up the soft stuff once I've dug it out, but I'm gonna have to come in with a sledgehammer, straighten it out, and then probably just some flat bar, bend it round and strap it up. It's down. Had to clear all this hill for about there, nibble, 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 until I could get in behind the tree. And it came down without too much of a fight. And that's it. And there we have it, another month in the books. So we got all the trees down that we wanted to. There's still that really big one at the back, but that's going to be done by the saw. I think the plan next month's going to be drag these trees out, of course, first thing, and then we'll try and maybe get through the whole hill and spread that around to all the low spots. Maybe even make a little pile of clean fill set aside somewhere just in case we need it. And then we need to clean up this site, move all this stuff elsewhere so we can get in behind the bus, mark out that boundary again, and then tackle that last corner. So didn't quite get it done before the end of the year, but we're pretty close. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next month.